What's going on, everybody? I hope you guys are all staying safe in the market today. Today is December the 14th. Currently, it's around 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The stock that I'm going to be taking a look at today is our one and only beloved Tesla. That stock is trading currently at around $943, down about 2.5% on the day, 22 points. So we were down a lot lower today. Lows really of about 927. That's the weekly chart. Let me pull up the daily chart here. Lows of around 930 today. So if I kind of pull up the daily chart here and kind of just look at the bigger overall picture, what we're looking at here is we had a clear line in the sand going back to the 6th of December when we had that big gap down and bulls under that 50 period moving average, and bulls immediately stepped in and bought that back up and closed over the 50 SMA as well as EMA. This line in the sand right here was a definitive line that if the bulls did lose this 950 zone, Tesla was going lower. So we did have this little bit of a dead cat bounce, then a selling into the 50 SMA, tried to bounce back again, and then we just got a continued flush. So with that being said, with Tesla, there has been some little mini channels to the downside. So for example, if you just kind of look at the 50 SMA, 50 EMA, you would take this low. If Tesla gets below 1013, possible short, what's your next area of support is going to be down either to prior day's low or the prior wick low. Also, the Bollinger Band was going to be here. I mean, so, different ways that you go to play Tesla to the downside. I know a lot of you guys are still waiting for that push to the upside, which myself is included into that boat. But with that being said, we do have this little gap that needs to still get filled on Tesla. And I figure, if they're going to yank the market down and we're going to do, all of this craziness that's going on, with the indexes and everything selling off just due to the fact that, we're going to try to act like we don't know what is already coming. We know inflation is high. We've been knowing that. We know that Jay Powell is going to taper, and he's going to speed up the tapering process. We've been knowing that. I mean, is this already baked into the market? I thought it was. Seems like the market still wants to drag it a little bit lower. This is a third attempt at testing the 50-day moving average on the triple Qs. So it's like, how many times can we retest that area before support is eventually lost? I think that if any sort of news comes out tomorrow that the market does not like, and we do lose that $380 zone, 378, which is prior lows, then I think then we're in for a bigger correction than what we've already been looking at here. But if we can continue to hold that 50 period moving average, the structure still looks good going forward. We still look good getting into all-time highs here. But for Tesla, what I want to see is, since the market is already pulling down as it is, we might as well just get that clean flush. Let's get the gap fill. Let's get it down into 900, 910, 915. And then we could sort of bounce off of this. I believe it's, what is this, the 100-day moving average? Yeah, the 100-day moving average. If we can get into this zone, this channel here between 901 and 915, get a nice bounce and then a consolidation, that would be really, really healthy. So it would look something like this. Back test, come back up, fill this gap on the way back up, and then possibly back test this area and then come back and start making our way towards the 50-day moving average, which is going to sit at around 1020, 1025. In order for me to get super bullish and call that Tesla's going to all-time highs again, or even be considered, we need to get over all of the supply. We need to get back over 1080. We need to get back into the 1100s. But if you are someone who likes to trade little pockets, there is areas that you could potentially trade. I think a perfect bounce area would be anywhere from 900 to 915. Bounce that back up into bounce it back up into resistance, which was previous support, and try to play it that way, or just kind of wait for it to consolidate down here and see what Tesla wants to do, and then get some sort of green close over a prior day's candle close on the daily time frame. But I really wouldn't want to put on any long swings on Tesla until we get back over this 50-day moving average, which is going to be here, because the first time we do come up into this 1060, 1080 zone, we are probably going to get rejected, come back down, back test once more. Market's going to want to see, is this move for real or not, and then consolidate and then make our way back up. It's just the way the stock market works, guys. We don't just, we never go just straight up in a line. We always got to back test. We always have to, test these levels. But just to kind of clean things up, what do I think is going to happen on Tesla? If Tesla cannot get back above 950 and start closing, we are going to fill the gap. That's what I think. I think we'll fill the gap 900 to 915. I think that is going to be a potential loading zone. Now, that's going to also have to do with what the market wants to do. If the market, meaning the triple Qs, the S&P 500, if they lose the 50-day moving average and they start building below the 50-day moving average on the daily time frame, then I think Tesla possibly has room to come down into 860, 850. Okay. Now, if the market wants to hang around, they want to hold these levels. They do want to hold this 50-day moving average, meaning the S&P 500 as well as the triple Qs. Then that means that Tesla can come back in this range, kind of stay here, maybe back test, and then come back up. I think that 950, anything over 950 is going to retest 1,000. I think that's a great 50-point swing play that you can put on, with minimal risk, meaning that as soon as we get that close over 950, you're just going to use 950 as a hard stop. We get below 950, then we know we're coming back down into 900. Obviously, if you want to play the bounce, like let's say, for example, we bounce down to 900, okay? So we flush down to 900, and then we bounce around this area. Then we could just use this line in the sand here. 855, 900, clear stop. As long as Tesla is trading over, or not 855, 895, as long as Tesla is trading over 895, 900, we're just going to ride this baby all the way back into 950, and then from 950 back into 1000, where we know we're going to get a lot of resistance because there's just a lot of levels of supply here between 1000 and 1068. Tesla's had a lot of trouble in that area. So that's the two ways that we can play Tesla, guys. If you're currently holding Tesla and you got shares up here or up here, you guys are just hanging out. You guys are just hanging out waiting for better days. If you guys are in Tesla anywhere in this area, okay, even though, yes, our P&L looked great when it was up here and all of this sideways action doesn't look the best, you guys are still sitting good. If you got entry prices anywhere between $500 and $900, I think you guys are good. You guys are safe. No need to panic. No need to panic. Just kind of let this market do its thing and play out the way that it's playing. Tesla does need to break this downward channel here. So either, break down below 850 or break above this 1068, 1080 level before we get a different change in momentum here. So right now it's just kind of a lot of choppiness, just a lot of range trading, just keep your eyes on that. Keep your eyes on those levels, guys. Again, if you want to bounce it closer to 900. If you want to wait for more confirmation, we need to get over 1100. If you guys want to short this, then we want to short this at a rejection around 1,000. So we want to come into 1,000 and then get rejected, and then we could short that back down through 950, 900. So a lot of different angles that we can take here. Just don't get shaken out of your position. Have good stop losses, good risk management, and I will see you guys all in the next video. If you guys want to join my Discord, that link is completely free. It's down in the description box below. I do have a website kind of showing you guys how I trade and use all of these moving averages to my benefit. That website is evolutiontraders.com. I do throw out nightly watch lists and stocks that I currently trade on a day in and day out basis. You guys can get those, that list and that kind of technical analysis breakdown on a day-by-day basis, as well as one-on-one help in the Discord. Also, guys, if you could do me a favor, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, shoot me a comment, and I will see you guys all on the next video.